Well, good evening. This is the first recorded stream, if you like. I haven't gone live yet quite on YouTube. I've really just started out on this. So this is just an introduction into the Zwift platform. I've been racing on Zwift now since April 2020 during the beginning of the lockdown in UK. And I'm part of the Atom racing team. So you will get to know me through hopefully a number of these events, which I'll be racing alongside my teammates in the Atom racing team Photons, which is an A category and B category mixed group. So I just wanted to put this together just as a demo, really, to make sure that everything was working okay. Occasionally, I might have to turn my camera off so that I can swivel my head. I don't have a dual monitor system. I've literally got a big TV just up there to my right, where I've got Zwift on there. So I'm just going to turn the camera off and continue talking. So that's the camera gone. So this is the main screen when you first load up Zwift. It's slightly cut off at the bottom because I'm using it in Windows kind of version as well, so it's actually windowed. So I'm just going to drag this in so I can have a look at it in front of me. So in here, because I've not paired a smart trainer with it, there isn't really a lot that I can do apart from click on ride and I can view and follow people. So over in the top left over here, you'll see a series of challenges or programs that are running at the minute. So at the minute we're in Zwift Academy. There's three flavors. There's road, there's try, and I think there's race. I'm not sure. I've started it. I haven't finished it, as you can see. They get very busy, so I'm just going to wait until that's finished and just go into the training, which I'll show you in a second. So you can pick all these out from this year and previous years as well. In the central block there, you've got your main options for which world that you'd like to be racing in. So the standard one that's always on is Wattopia. It's a made-up place. Within there, you've got a selection of routes which you can sort through. I'm actually viewing this on a PC, where I actually work on an Apple TV. So some of these features, like scrolling through, it's very difficult. I'm using a mouse, which I can have a cursor on the screen, see where I am. On the Apple TV rather, you've got this horrible little remote control with a touch-sensitive pad, which doesn't make it easy at all to navigate. In fact, it does get quite annoying at times, because when you start scrolling down on these orange sections, well, some of them are orange, some are highlighted blue. When you start scrolling down, it goes to the bottom, and then it thinks, oh, you want cancel. So then you have to go back in again. So you can sort these things out. If you wanted to go on the shortest distance, you can sort them out so that the shortest one's there, and then if you scroll down, your eyes will bulge and you'll see what the furthest distances that you can ride is. 128.3 kilometers on the Uber Pretzel. I've done that recently. It is a bit of a nightmare, if I'm honest with you. You can pitch them from lowest to highest elevation. So if you want a nice flat route, Volcano, Tempest Fugit, even Volcano Flat, even though it is a volcano, it's only 49 meters climb. Right the way up again, all the way to the top. If you want to get really down and dirty with the climbs, you've got the Uber Pretzel, 2,379. It's not a single climb. There is actually 3 climbs in that, but they are a bit of a pain in the backside, if you like. And then obviously you've got alphabetical. Within each of these routes as well, you've got the option to collect route badges when you first start out, and they're named as they look there. I'll show you the route badges that I've collected when I get in game. I've got pretty much most of them apart from the longer distance ones. So that's the Road to Sky now listed because I've selected it in Watopia. If you wanted these two worlds alternate, there's a calendar down here. You can see that in the entire month of November, it's dedicated to France and Paris maps. But ordinarily, you'll get a mixture of colours around here. So you normally get 2 or 3 days of one map, and then it'll flip to another map. Paris has got 2 routes, Champs-Élysées and Lutis Express. They're all right. It's just one way around or the other way around. It's the same map, really. But it's not too bad if you just wanted to do some time trial work or set your pace, or even go for some sprint targets as well. France is it's actually one of my favourites. It's got quite a lot of what are fairly flat in terms of elevation. You can see that the steepest one of all is Ventop, which is based on Ventoux, which is all of this nastiness up here. But really, Petite Boucle, which I raced on yesterday, although it's hard, it's a long map. I did 47 kilometres out in a custom length of that as part of one of the Atom Racing Team Zwift Racing League races on Tuesday nights. It is a bit juicy. There's a couple of bits in that that really do test you. Tanya Bouchon is just the other way around. It's the same with Caspats and Rule Mapoul rather. So that's one way around. That's the other way around. So they're just duplicates. But again, you just get different tastes, I suppose, if you like. So there's really only 3 different routes around. Plus you've got the Ventop, which is it starts out there and it goes all the way up. In fact, this is that's the Ventop. It's a real nasty looking one. You can see that from pretty much anywhere. So that's your route options at the top. You've also got these training programs which you can go into. It's quite extensive listed in here. It's a lot easier for me to navigate this. I'm really kind of getting into the hang and remembering what it's like to work on a PC. So you've got these things like FTP test, which is your functional threshold power. 45 minutes, 43 minutes for ramp test 39. So you can have a choose of that, select it, tells you what you want to do. This is a sliding bar which you can slide yourself. I'm not going to do it because my FTP is currently set and measured at 315 watts. The FTP wattage, if you like, is 80% of the watts that you can push out on average for 20 minutes. So that's just a simple explanation if you didn't know what FTP stood for. Because you might be thinking, well, hang on a minute, I'm racing and I'm normally doing 370 watts and I can keep that going for like half an hour. So it is an average over 20 minutes, but it's 80% of your average. So that's your threshold power. You've got different ones in here. So if you wanted a short race just for a warm up or even a cool down, if that's your taste, then you can go into that one. You've got some 60 to 90 minute ones, as well as over an hour and a half. You've also got these workout programs. So you've got like within there, you've got an FTP booster. So if you started out, you want it to kind of build your fitness up. You've got all these different ones, all these explanations within here. You get during race, you get like lots of messages that come up. So this is really useful if you're entirely new to Zwift. It really gets you in there. I've done a few of these. I haven't really gone down this route, but again, in fact I did actually, but I think I stopped about week 5. A lot of this is just like, for me, it's driving Miss Daisy stuff. You see the stress points, the lower they are, the easier they are. When you start getting up to here, you've got 92 stress points because you're going into the yellow bands. All of these different colours as well, the mean different workout levels, if you like, so levels of difficulty, I suppose is the easy way to explain it. That's a build up to completing your first 100 miles, I think it is. And then you've got special ones that have just been announced as well. These are particularly for people, for women rather, who are pregnant. So these are nice and steady, not too hard on you with your conditions. You've also got some Zwift academies from previous years. Here's this year's, and there's a winter plan if you wanted to do a winter plan. And all these are free, obviously, with the exception you have to pay your membership every month to Zwift. So you get all this for free. You've also got these plans. So again, you've got some cycle plans. You can select between 8 and 12 weeks. Crit Crusher, if you're wanting to really get into racing, you can see the levels that you sort of like needing to be at before you start on them. So beginners, back to fitness, right the way down to, again, beginners, fondos, beginners, grand fondos, intermediate, gravel grinders. You can see there's lots and lots of stuff. So there's always something. If you get bored, you just come back into it and you can start doing this. So this is probably one I'll look at doing, single track Slayer. Try to get into that during the winter. You've also got this Zwift 101, which is your first week. So really you should be using that. If you click on the plan, I've obviously completed it. But if you go right the way back, you get, oh, hang on, view the plan. Right, so there you go, just the basics. So you go into this one. I think there's 4 different ones on this one. So on this, just the basics, tells you about what your warm-up is, how much time you're going to spend in each of the zones, etc. So they're really good. You can enroll on them. You can unenroll quite easily. So there's plenty in there. You can also run within Zwift. So if you've got, I think you need some sort of pebble, sorry, a pebble for your trainers. I believe you can buy them from Zwift. So you've got running routes in there. I've not really got into it. Just tell you a little bit in there about it if you're interested. In here, once you've got paired up with your trainer, you'll have the power and the cadence and the cadence, the power and the controllable. So this is a controllable element, that's a power element, and a heart rate monitor. If you've got them, start to tell you if you're being clicked. And in here you'll see everybody that's currently Zwifting. I think you can only see the people you're following or the people who follow you. So I'm just scrolling down, see if I can pick out a name that I recognise. And it is Wednesday evening here in UK. So I don't expect to see any of my riding colleagues out because there aren't any races on, but you never know, somebody might have just jumped on the bike after work. Right, so I'm not seeing anybody there, so I'm just going to check the other maps because they do tend to jump in and out. Now there's nobody there. Let's have a look. No, and in there, no. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select somebody. When you're selecting them, it tells you you can ride with them. Obviously, if this guy's put Dot as his first name and Dave Jackson, so his surname has his full name in there. Otherwise, sometimes you won't see the full names in the game. So I'm just going to click on Ride with Georgia Simmerling. She's riding on the Champs-Élysées route, I think. So if I click on Ride with Georgia, what happens is the game loads up. And then I can show you the in-game menu whilst we're watching Georgia riding away. It takes a bit of loading up with my PC. It's not an old PC. It's just the fact that it's pulling quite a lot of information whilst I'm also recording this stream. So that didn't work. That was really. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So essentially, what this is trying to do is it's trying to put me in the game with George. It's not going to work because I haven't got any watts. I haven't got anything paired up. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in to, if I can work out how to do it, bear with me. I'm going to pull up my menu, which is what I've done, but I can't find it. Can't remember how to get. It's that long since I've done it. Here we go. Right, so I just clicked on it. That's it. That's how you do it in there. So with a PC, you literally just click on a rider, and then you're watching them. So I'm just following this dude called MB. Click on one that I've got a name that I can reference to. So Mr. Krasilnikov. So I'm following Mr. Krasilnikov of the Ukraine. So on the top left, when you're riding, because clearly I'm not riding, you've got this blue box. You've got your, in white, you've got the watts that you're currently outputting. You can change the settings on that. You can have an immediate readout, or you can have a 3-second average readout. Also, how fast you're pedaling. So this guy's pedaling at 93, 95 reps per minute, and his heart rate is 132. So he's not tanking it. You know, he's not really kind of going very fast. You'll see inside here, while if you're watching somebody, that the camera view just keeps cycling. So you've got a really close-up view. You know, some quite unedified pictures of people's butts. You see a chase view with a camera in front of you. You might have an helicopter view. There you go. There's a helicopter view, and you'll have a rear view as well. So you can either look close up over the handlebars, or you can actually step back. So there you go. There's the team car. On the left-hand side, then, what you'll see along here is you'll see that you've got two colours at the bottom there. You've got orange and you've got green right underneath the list of names. Under Champs-Élysées. So this is part of this map is a sprint section. So there's a sprint section on here, and you can see that in fact this is the entire route. The green sections are what's called jerseys, and they're the little sprint sections. So at the minute we're just looking at the time that people have got the best time all the way around this 6.6 kilometre route, and the top time at the minute is a D Yankus 8 minutes. Scroll to stop, 8:48.8. Over in the top right, you've got the map. You can see that I'm zooming in on it. So you've got a 3D overview, you've got a flat 2D down, and you've got a zoomed out 2D down as well. I like to look at this one as well because you can see roughly where the turns are going to be. You can just make out along the bottom here, you've got a Z, which means that's where the map kind of laps, and then this green blob is where the sprint section is. So these guys are on the way up to the green section, so we might see this appearing shortly. You'll know when it's coming up because you'll see the little window box that comes up and it'll tell you that there's the timings in there. So you can see these guys are going in this direction, I believe. So they're coming up the hill and the sprint's at the top. Other things you'll see on other maps is you might see another circle there with either a blue and white or a red and white square grid pattern, and that's what's known as a KOM or a QOM, King of Mountain or Queen of Mountain. These are sections of hill climbs where they've also got timed results. So that's the map. On the right hand side, you will see roughly 6-7 riders in front and behind you at any one time in the game. You can't really do this on an Apple TV, but in here you can, with a PC, if you can reach, you can kind of see how far back people are. Little icons that you'll see as well on here. So this is the time, how much time ahead of you these people are. These are how much time behind you. So the minus is how much time you've got to make up. You're behind, and these are the guys behind you. These are how far ahead you are from them. You will see that these have got little graphs inside them. They just indicate, you can see on the front of this dude, he's got a red section. He's in a program at the minute. That guy's a green and he's a blue. So they're all in 3 different workout programs. You will see that some of them have smartphone symbols. That means that they're using the companion app. So as well as being able to interact with the game menu, they've also got a handheld device, which I'll show you in a future video. And then just the same as what you've got up there, if you can squint, you've also got the distance that you've travelled and the watts per kilogram. That information is also in the top centre. When you're riding, it tells you how fast you're currently going, how far you've gone in kilometres or miles, whichever one you've set it up at, what your elevation climb is so far in metres or feet, depending on how you've got it set up. And this is how much elapsed time has gone since you started. Underneath, you will have, on your own, you will also have a bar. It tells you what level you're on and tells you how far up the level you've progressed. You do get XP, experience points, to level you up. And on the right hand side, just underneath where it says elapsed time clock, you will see a number that's counting up with a teardrop symbol. That is known as drops. You earn drops for different bits that you do in the race, and you use drops to spend in your shop, which I will show you now. So come back to me. There I am, poor me. I'm not even moving anywhere because I don't have any devices set up. So we're going to go on to here. So the last thing that I want to do is just really go into garage and show you the drop shop. So I've got 848. I've spent quite a bit of that. This is your garage. This is the drop shop. So this is what you own. This is what you can own. So if I click on the drop shop, I've got 848,000. Click into that. Have a look. You can have a look at all the different types of bikes that there are. If it's green, you've already purchased it. If it's got a padlock symbol, you've not reached the relevant level to unlock it. I'm currently at level 30, so I can't get the Cube Lightning. But if I was to go into, say, Chapter 2, I've got both of them bikes. There's only one in there. Got both of them. I got both of them. Right, I don't remember buying all these bikes. I only really used one bike, which is the Tron, which is another thing that I've got down my back now. We'll find one. Right. So here we go. So I can buy that. Sorry, the blue means you've owned it. That means you can buy it. Give you some information there about that. The Madone, I could buy it if I wanted to when I get enough money. It'll tell me I don't have enough. You don't have enough drops. More drops required. Right. So you can see that you've got bikes in here as well. You've also got a chance to get some hoops, some wheels. So in the wheel shop, there are only one set of wheels that you can get, depending on what bike you've got. So yeah, in the wheel. In fact, I'm on that bike. That's why it won't let me do anything. So if I go and change that bike to one that you can put any wheels on, and now if I go back into the drop shop, right, drop shop. There you go. So now I've got a lot more that I can choose from. I've already got the DT Swissers. If I want some giant wheels, hang on. I might have all of these actually. Yeah, I've got them. Right, there you go. So I could buy some Mavics if I wanted to. I've got enough money. I don't particularly want any of these because they're not particularly great in terms of weight. The lower the number, the heavier they are, or the less aero they are. So that's a heavy wheel and slightly aero, not very aero. Go into the MVs. So you see, I've got these super light, not so aero, super light, reasonably aero 3.4s. I'm just waiting out for the next level up, and I'm going to buy these. These are Super Aeros, and they're also quite heavy, so they're good for descending. I'm a 75 kilogram rider, so in game, if I've got an aero wheel that is heavy, it means I can descend quicker. Doesn't mean I can climb quicker. I'd need something like the SES 3.4s or even the 2.2s. Super light, not so aero, great for climbing. So that's it. I will finish it there because there's a lot more features that I want to show you, but that's just a basic introduction into Zwift. I'm going to put the camera back on again so you know I'm still here and I haven't disappeared. So there I am. I'm back again. I hope that was informative for you. I'm going to upload this. That was 20 minutes of waffle by me. So I am going to upload this now and hopefully I'll get some thumbs up. As I say, this is a start. I'm going to buy all the kit that I need, green screens, etc. That's all going to come. I've basically just recorded this off a Logitech C920 alternative known as an Ausdom. I shall put all of the details of where I bought all the kit eventually when I get around to building my profile on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for listening and watching, and I'll catch up with you on a future episode.